I'm here. It's 1:17 in the morning. It is late. I guess after, yesterday doing 3 streams, I couldn't keep to it on time. But I'm here. It's June 20th, 6 days before my birthday. It does indeed look like logging into Final Fantasy 14 kind of kills my stream now. Like, it's not happening as bad as it was yesterday, and it's stopped already, but there's definitely some kind of correlation going on here between 14 and streams, and I think it's because I'm using bandwidth to go online on 14 as well as streaming at the same time, so I don't know. Wish to increase the max capacity just a little bit for the queue because it's always under 50 now. Yeah? So what does that... Wait, so what's it mean if it's that low? That's a bad thing? Wee-woo, yeah. Also, hey, Ayla. Hey, you. Brain not working. So I'm having some trouble here, already. You can tell it's late. That's one thing. And I was like up and at 'em early today after work, and it's just like later than ever. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, I finally gave up on the mini fridge. I tried fixing it again. It didn't work. So I'm giving up on it. And my headphones are more tangled than ever. For some reason, this phone cord cable just doesn't, like, it just bunches up now. Like, doesn't get tangled like it did before, but it just kind of like, it like scrunches up and all the rings get caught in each other. I hate it. So I'm a little frustrated tonight, but we're back. We're gonna do 2.5 tonight, and we have 2 more Coils of Bahamut to do. So we will do, hopefully all of that, and if we can get to a good spot, then like there'll be like one more long stream of this to wrap this up, and we should be good. No, it's fine. Just annoying when there's a queue all the time now when the queue is small. Oh, you mean like make it so that you could just hold more people in the server. Do you know like what the limit is on how many people are allowed? At a time? So where's the, There's no bell here. Actually, you know what? Chocobo's gonna just take all the coffers. Just hold all that for me, please. Technically, an infinite amount of people can be the server once there's a certain threshold where it'll start making it slower to get in. Don't know what the number is, though. Okay, the rest of the stuff I could give to my retainer. My retainer's inventory is almost full, though. Like, I don't know what to do with, like, half the weapons I have. I'm gonna have to either just, like, break them down for parts or sell them, or I don't know. I had, like, oh yeah, that was the other problem. I had 2 errors trying to log in today, to just a few minutes ago. First, the login thing from the launcher had an error. And it just said try again, like I had to close the launcher and reopen it. Then the second time I opened the launcher, I got an error code pop up, and the whole thing closed. So I'm surprised it let me in. I cannot go in alone. So wait, we can't, servers have been a bit weird lately, which makes me scared for Dawn Trail. For those are just a side effect of last-minute maintenance. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. So we have what? We just have the last two, right? We have turn 3 and 4 of the final coil. And then we'll be good to just move ahead. Again, it would have been fun to have like a full team of level synced people, but since it's so weird, I don't mind just letting it go for now. I know that like you've said many times, I know that A Realm Reborn is very, very wonky with all this stuff, so it's like whatever. Whatever gets me through it and lets me see the story right now, I'm fine with. Especially since, like, we're, like, right at the end. Thankfully, this is the only raid like this. So, okay. Alright, well, that doesn't make me feel too bad, then. Just deal with it.
He is almost whole again.
Oh, voice acting. Cool. I get to rest my throat for once. Main bridge, 8,872 yams. Yams.
His size is staggering. I can scarce imagine how Grandfather stood against such a monstrosity.
This cannot be allowed to proceed any further. Let us disable the coil and move on. Grandfather?
Grandfather?
No, that man is dead. I will not dishonor my beloved grandsire's memory by calling you such. You are but his twisted shape, the thrall of a mad primal.
You were foolish to disregard my warning, child. Are you so convinced of your own righteousness?
This music sounds like it's about to go into like a Kingdom Hearts, like Organization 13 battle. Hey, Celine, giving you all my energy for this. Oh, just give it all to Gubwe. Give it all to Una here. They're going to be doing like 99% of the work.
Eorzea will never be safe whilst Bahamut remains to threaten all we hold dear. What of the hero who gave his life in defense of the realm? Do you truly dispute the justice of our cause?
My poor, ignorant grandchildren.
Bumping up just a couple notches here.
Is shaped by naught but recent conflict. Listen, and I will speak to you of justice.
This whole raid series gives you a unique cutscene. I know my brother said it's like the only CG cutscene
Was in the twilight of the
that isn't like story MSQ tied.
The southern land of Mericidia suffered invasion at the hands of the Alagon Empire. With no atrocity too depraved for their purpose, the forces of Alec were unstoppable.
Alec, I kept saying a log.
Desperate for salvation, the dragons prayed to one of their first brood, to their ancestor Bahamut. Infused by the power of their fervent supplications, Bahamut arose from the abyss of death and took wing as the Mericidians' newborn god.
Just shows you cute in this samurai instead of warrior, so this may be a bit slower than usual. That's fine.
Yet this great miracle would only serve to further the maniacal designs of the dragon's imperial conquerors. The cruel fetters which bind my lord stand testament to the Alagon's boundless greed and hubris. I once summoned the 12 in an attempt to forestall the advent of the 7th Umbral Era. What then did the dragons of Mericidia do that I did not? Wherefore are they accursed and I exalted? 'Tis man's overweening belief in his own primacy that blinds him to the commonness of his condition and the truth of his own tyranny. As long as man is suffered to remain, the dragons shall never be at peace. Only when the plague of people has been expunged shall the children of Lord Bahamut be free. Then shall the world know true justice.
Stop it! Grandfather would never say such things. His belief that people were worth saving never faltered. He had faith in their strength, that they could stand together and push back against the darkness seeking to shape them.
A false hope. 'Tis folly to place one's faith in so flawed a race.
There's a very clear look at his beard hair on the left side of his face. You could see like the seam where it's connected, because you could see the display behind it. Is this Ali say the same VA as the latter installments? I don't think so. I think like almost all the VAs get replaced. At least Swaz's voice is so good, yeah. Children of Mana. Wait, wrong game.
Stand together.
I don't know what they sound
They
like
would
post
first
Around
need to
Reborn.
agree on which direction.
So it's gonna be new for me when I hear
If
that.
history teaches us anything, it is that man cannot find common ground between his own 2 feet. Even you, twins, whose veins
Graves, thank you for the
run
follow.
with the same blood, struggle to fathom each other's reasoning. You hide
Hey, how you doing?
differing agendas behind the convenient banner of Eorzea's salvation. Given your obvious self-interest, can you truly claim no kinship with the oligarch? And though I hope they might bring you closer, 'twould seem that the twin grimoires I bestowed upon you were a wasted gesture.
Just popping in to follow before bed. Hey, it's all good. Thank you for stopping by. I always appreciate it. I will, Fun. Thank you. Take care.
There may well be truth in your judgment of Alize and me, but such a one-sided tirade bemoaning the evils of man rings false, coming from the lips of Archon Louisoix. Tell me, do you champion the cause of dragons because Bahamut compels you as his thrall? Or is it because you yourself have transcended the limits of man's existence?
Ah, so the possibility did not escape your notice. What I prayed for, what I have become. These are the keys that unlock the truth behind Eorzea's rebirth.
At least say Simone B here, but Beth and Walker thereafter. I don't know either of their other work. I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh, excuse me. It's got like phlegmy nose. Hey, Jess. Yeah, you can stay here. I'll let it slide. Cute skunks are allowed.
If you would have them, then you must needs take them by force. Come, rend this divine form asunder and claim your answers.
Oh, hey, it's the mount from last year. You got an AFK timer alert on the duty because of waiting in this cutscene. I'm sorry.
But I thought... No. He has become a primal?
It is difficult, I know, but you must accept it. That entity is no phantom or imposter. It is our beloved grandsire.
Oh, it's playing a thing of a variation of answers. Fitting the guy symbolizing Realm Reborn is the Phoenix, yeah. I'm here whenever you're ready. Oh, it is actually just the Phoenix. Oh, your little guy I love, yeah. He's just a little guy. He's a little guy who's about to get spanked really hard. Ready, Una? Check IMDb for other stuff. Some actors are stuff for like in British TV. Again, the elemental stuff in this game is really funny. Using fire on Phoenix would theoretically be like the stupidest thing ever. It's British W post AR. Yeah, because the voice studio that took over after Realm Reborn is a British studio. Though oddly enough, they still oddly enough, they still use, like, American VAs for some of the roles. Because I know Joe Zija voices Xenos in the later expansions. That looks like it'll hurt. Yeah. Oh, I'm taking like constant damage, and I'm dead. I lasted half the fight. Actually, wait a minute. This is a... Oh no, never mind. It's the same deal as it's the same deal as the end of the last Coil. I just can't revive. Because the whole arena is the starting point. That song is really nice. Oh right, I keep forgetting to do this because I keep getting shoved into a cutscene every time I want to do it. I have to find what menu it is again. UI. So my target's... Okay, there we go. Split affiliate team on the left... Okay. Oh, I don't care about crystalline conflict. There we go. I was like wondering why I didn't have that enabled this entire time. Gotta find a max level on all healer classes. That would be nice right now. If we had a third to like act as a healer. But we're kind of in a behind. The problem again, as Goob has said many times, this raid series is kind of fucked on A Realm Reborn. It's like the only one that's set up like this in the entire game. So it's like impossible to get like a duty finder for this. You have to just find people that are like ready to play. So if people just aren't around, then there's kind of nothing you could do. So we're opting to just do it unsynced and have Una just kind of smack everything. Except they kind of dropped right there. It's annoying because you can't duty find her, so we can't just like be like, oh, we're looking for a healer. This might not be doable. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, shit. Anybody didn't look online at the moment? I can't even look at my friends list while I'm in here. It didn't look like anyone was online though when I checked, which was weird because I know Goob and Una, the same person, by the way. I'm just using the names interchangeably. I made, so it's not going to go up until, it's going to go up tomorrow. The last part that I recorded, that I streamed. But the thumbnail is Una dancing in front of my dead body while meteor's being cast from the end of the second coil. Good. Enemy sexy when you play Minecraft. Please keep saying thingies. I mean, I will. What do you want to do? You want to abandon and switch classes? See if that works better? Or no? We're gonna go for it. Wow, I got hit twice, and that took me out. Honestly, I can't imagine even doing this with a synced party of like 8 level 50s. I feel like we just get knocked out way too quickly. I mean, I'm granted I'm a black mage, which isn't exactly high on defense, but I guess spreading out the attacks helps a bit. Having multiple people to target at once. I don't think this is working. Okay, you want to go warrior? Big man, hey Karma. Wait, what do I do? How you doing? Don't think there's a ton I can do to be any better than I am now. This is the best stuff I got. Oh, I was like wondering why that wasn't working. It's B. B to skip cutscene. Okay, we're back to mask. Mask mode. What happened? I wasn't paying attention. What happened? Gotta not walk in the fire. Yeah, I was gonna say I have a Phoenix down in my inventory. I don't think there was any way I was gonna be able to use it. Yeah, lava hot. Lava indeed hot. Why am I not getting any, What? Oh, okay, there we go. That was weird. Why was I not getting any elemental ticks there? Wow, I didn't even die that time. I felt like I contributed. Let's get to see a bit of the fight there, yeah. Something weird was going on there. Was I not doing any damage? Is that why I wasn't getting any elemental points? They were invincible in the fire. Oh, okay.
Grandfather is truly gone this time.
I feel like a dummy.
Better it end this way than the alternative.
I am yet here, Alice, my dear, sweet granddaughter.
Grandfather?
I must thank you, warrior of light. Without your valor, I might never have broken free of Bahamut's control. These last few moments are mine, to live as the man I once was.
This is all that I wanted. Yet, now that it is happening, I find myself struggling to believe it. Is it really you?
A warrior of shite.
Grandfather, pray forgive me my insolence. It was not my intent to demean you.
Such devastation.
Forgive you? I am proud of you, child. You were wise enough to deduce the manner of creature I had become.
Points at Louiswa. Creature.
Alfino, Alize, if any here should beg forgiveness, it is I.
Grandfather, I must ask, will you not tell us what befell during the calamity?
Yes, yes, of course. You have come far to hear the truth.
Oh, sweet Lord Dump.
Let us then begin the tale at the Battle of Cartenote, where clashed the forces of the Garlean Empire and the Eorzean Alliance. 'Twas there in the sky above the surging armies that the elder primal Bahamut broke free of the Red Moon Dalamut.
Oh, is this going to be like an actual, like, flashback cutscene? Is that why you said this is going to be a long one?
In an effort to contain this avatar of destruction, I called upon the 12 to aid me in the creation of a prison of ether. But Bahamut would not be caged by such feeble bars. Too vast was his might, too fierce his rage. Little choice remained to me. I used the last of my strength to entrust our hope unto the future, and prepared to meet my end.
Little choice points to Lalafell. When Jess, whenever they say the phrase ear long, I always reply with, yeah, my ears are long. I'm a Lalafell. Oh, your ears are long too. Oh, creature of love. Oh, feller Babs, yeah. Oh, now I see why my brother was saying this scene was funny. He did the Charles rocket from Code Geass. My brother said, like, this scene's cool, but it's also very funny at parts. But yeah, this is very beam struggle. That's cool. Damn. Grandpa's got the vitamins. Looks like Bahamut has a bad case of heartburn. Oh, Jesus. This will not be good for the local trout population. I summoned the 12. Vitamin B12. Local Moogles are not going to be happy.
As you have no doubt surmised, I did not perish. When the cage built from the essences of the 12 was destroyed, the sky was filled with a colossal cloud of ether.
My body was completely disintegrated, but I got better because I'm just built different.
This drifting energy responded to the prayers of those fighting below, and to my own desperate wish that the dying realm be saved by infusing me with the power of a primal.
So cool.
I became the immortal phoenix, ancient symbol of rebirth.
Sad that we can't really revisit Cartano and see the remains of Dalmud in game. There's a PvP area near there, but not much. Looks like a moon fell there.
Rising into the sky, I struck Bahamut with all my newfound strength. The blow shattered his earthly form, and a shower of ether rained down upon the land. Thus began the rejuvenation of Eorzea.
Both symbolic and quite literally.
Believing the deed done, I relinquished my hold on that staggering energy, desirous that it should be returned to the realm without delay. But I had not reckoned on Bahamut's tenacious will. Even as he teetered upon the cusp of oblivion, the dragon reached out to claim me. Alas, within my fast fading form, enough remained of the Phoenix's energy to offer Bahamut a hold, and he dragged me along in his wake.
And thus began your existence as the Elder Primal's thrall.
I cannot help but wonder at his will to survive. Though he was all but obliterated, Bahamut found a way to seize the power you surrendered. That would explain why part of his physical form survived to be entombed underground.
It would also explain why Eorzea was so terribly warped. Even as the land sought to restore itself, the returning flow of ether was cut off.
Ugh, like a heart artery, just like in clogged.
Ah, very good. When his grip on existence was once again secured, Bahamut did not cease his feast until he had consumed every last mote of ether that yet floated in the air.
moat.
And still he was not fully restored.
You must remember that by this time, much of the freed ether had already returned to the land. That which remained was not sufficient to reconstruct so massive a form in its entirety. But there did not need to be. Not for a being sustained by the marvels of Allagan technology. As long
he
as
does say
some
Allagan.
piece of Bahamut persists, the Coils will seek it out and continue their regenerative task. The fragments of Dalamud appear motionless from the surface, but deep beneath the ground, they had been searching, tunneling through rock and soil towards their escaped prisoner.
Sorry, did something just happen? No.
And, as you have observed for yourselves, they found his heart. Warrior of Light, heed me. You must put a stop to Bahamut's regeneration. Whether it be for man or for dragonkind. The question of justice is irrelevant. The Elder Primal will leave naught but a smoldering wasteland for both his children and ours. I beg you to defend Eorzea and guide its people to the future they yet struggle to find.
That thing vibrating next to him. Oh, it's the ring from the shot out of the ether cannon.
This portal will take you to the final internment hulk. 'Tis time for the tale of Bahamut and his part in the calamity to come to an end. Alvino, Alize, pray, come closer. Your hopes and dreams must no longer be an extension of mine. You must needs find your own reason to fight for this realm, your own meaning in this sea of chaos. Will you do that for me?
Of course, Grandfather. I have already made it my mission to see this newborn Eorzea survive and flourish.
Alize, while I was yet enthralled to Bahamut, you spoke of my faith in man's strength. Know that your words reached me, imprisoned though my soul still was. So forceful was your conviction. I wonder if that belief has not become your own. Perhaps, after all your anger and sorrow was spent, you found something greater within you. See this fight to its culmination. 'Tis also your strength in which I have faith.
Babby. Aw.
Thank you for everything. Pray, take your rest, Grandfather. You deserve it.
There are records of an art that allowed one to summon the power of a primal from the essence of its demise. And though I am no true primal, all that I have left, I give to you. Alvino, Alize, my darling grandchildren. May Light's blessings ever keep and protect you.
Come, warrior of light. Our task remains undone.
Grandpa exploded. Gramps injured. Have you seen that, Oh. Pasture lot. Wait, what? Entry point. Huh? Am I just stuck down here until I do something? Oh, never mind. Okay, we could just go right into it. Sure. Have you seen that Onion article where it's like, I don't know, maybe it was an Onion article, I can't remember. It's like about a grandma going through the full body scanner at the airport, and she like disintegrates into atoms, and they're like, the article's about them like retrieving all of her atoms and putting her back together. It's like, oh great, this totally ruined our vacation. The Burning Heart. I'll find it. I'll find it after this is done.
"'Twas a long and arduous road, but at last we reach its end. Farewell, Bahamut. I banish you back to the ether."
My controller's rumbling.
He is not yet whole. I did not think him capable.
Oh, dang.
Alize! Alize!
Time for what should be the hardest fight in the Realm Reborn, but haha, axe go burr, yeah. Shadow Realm.
I had thought it finally over. I will not survive another blast.
Quick, drink your X potions.
No. Is this how I honor my promise to grandfather?
You must needs find your own reason to fight for this realm. Your own meaning in this sea of chaos. Will you do that for me?
His top row of teeth when he smiles and while he's talking looks like the
I
face
will,
app
grandfather.
filter.
In fact, I believe I already have. That reason has been with me all along, guiding me. Eorzea's blade of light, shearing through endless shrouds of darkness. I have been shown the miraculous feats of which we are all capable, of which I am capable. Bahamut, you have wreaked enough havoc. I will not let your wrathful fires consume all that we know and love.
Oh, deflecting the Baja Blast with Phoenix power. Ooh, my controller's rumbling like a
Long I
motherfucker.
have waited to hear you say that. You have found your resolve at last. Let me join my strength to yours.
Yu-Gi-Oh fight. Monster Condor!
In this place, in this moment, our purpose has become one.
They really tell him Bahamut to read, motherfucker. Cool.
For the future of Eorzea!
This last task is yours, Warrior of Light. You must destroy Bahamut's crystal core.
Avert your eyes, you'll go crystal crazy. Sorry. It's the only Crash game I've ever played. Oh, the books are a special thing here, and then they get rid of them, the job change later, yeah. I was gonna say, like, they don't keep using those, right? If everyone switches jobs in later expansions. Oh, we get to do the friendship rocket. What was that? Why was there, like, was that supposed to be implied that there's a whole party going in there? What are these other beams of light? It's just us. That's amazing. we couldn't make variations on this cutscene. We just had to assume 8 people were going in there. Butt mutt. Oh my god. I avoided the first few hits of that too, but I did 12,000 damage. Again, very, very, you know, unusual situation for this raid. So I'm more than happy of letting other people take the entire glory here. Is there a way to, like, put the camera on another party member? I don't think it is, because I know in the Fall Guys event, when you get eliminated or cross the finish line, it actually has to put like a special like mode on you in order to move the camera around, which isn't even moving the camera, it's just moving your invisible body around. Guessing that was Edge's instant death. Oh no. Just sound like a pretty lady was singing the old men choir, start preaching their shit, yeah. That's your punishment for not getting far enough. For getting reset. It's like, I don't know how to avoid Giga Flare, because it just seems like it hits everywhere once it falls. I have that issue with the few games, or few bosses with the thing. So, I loaded something on my phone and it's just not working. Can mitigate knockback, just gotta time it right, okay. How'd you get it down to 60? Where is he?
Ever flows the land's well of purpose.
You killed him so quick.
Walk free, walk free, walk free. Believe the lamb's alive, so believe.
Yeah. I did the best I could there. I never got up to the part where I got pushed, so I was like, I don't know when it's coming. I guess it's just death. There's a few too many ads in this fight.
Shining is the land's light of justice. Ever flows the land's well of purpose. Walk free, walk free, walk free. Believe the lamb's alive, so believe.
Grandpa do be singing hot. That's not him singing.
All of my children, in whom life flows abundant.
seconds to Terror Flare. Cool, and I can roast our weenies. My body would just be nothing at this point. Can't roast your marshmallows. I brought this up yesterday, but I was really in the mood for roasted marshmallows the other day. I don't know why. It's really funny trying to watch Bahamut just damage Una normally, when they're just, like, tanking everything. I mean, they're playing tank, so not surprising, but still. Sounds good, unless you roast them on the stove, Coil gas, etc. like you did. Oh. I used to bring them out in the backyard and like, do it over a grill fire. But we don't have a grill in our backyard anymore. I love that its HP was like 1.2. Way to go, hon. Music was really good, yeah. Look at me smiling like I did something. I did, but it did the job. So I did not have the fire flavor. Yeah, you need the final, because I was on screen. You need the genuine fire, like, on top of it. Stove fire's different. You missed the Terror Flare animation because you were looking at Mew. He was doing the thing from the cinematic. Oh. I can't even take that, so that's a pass. I didn't think to look up. I'm a silly Billy. Thank you, though, for carrying me through all that. I really appreciate it.
You did it!
I didn't do shit. I didn't do fucking shit.
But one task remains.
Eat the dragon. I just sat here, ate my Crunchwrap, and drank my Baja Blast. Actually saved you by staying alive. You got hit by one of the knockback things when your mitigation was still on cooldown. Oh, that's good.
Disabled, there shall be naught left to bind Bahamut to this world. His beloved children will finally know peace.
I mean, they're still stuck in those tubes, so you have to free them, but... yeah, sure. Wow, this took a whole hour to do. From that first cutscene till net. Like, both turns took an hour. Good thing we didn't try this yesterday. We would have had no time. Must have been extra satisfying to do when it first came out and the challenge was to clear it all, yeah. Like you said, having this be having story locked behind stuff this difficult for the time sounds absolutely ridiculous. I'm so glad this is the only time they ever did this. Incredible that it has not gotten a rework after all these years.
"'Tis done. He is truly gone."
Rip Bozo.
You knew, didn't you? You knew what Grandfather had become.
Yeah, he's now Pop Rocks.
I was not certain, but from all I had gleaned, it seemed a distinct possibility.
Be cool if they retooled as a solo duty where you fight alongside Alice while still giving us the option to play the classic version. Yeah, that'd be cool.
The scene people describe of the Battle of Cartano was one of unimaginable devastation, and 'tis through the combined prayers of the desperate and an abundant source of ether that primals are born. I merely put two and two together.
Honestly, just rework it so that could show up in the duty finder, so you could just find other people to play it. That would fix everything.
And you consider that a sufficient explanation? Well, however you stumbled across your theory, 'twas this revelation that made you wary of my attachment to Grandfather. You feared that in my obsession, I would fall under his primal sway. Is that why you decided to join us? To pull me back should I show signs of wavering?
Pray forgive me, sister. I wished only to protect you. Yet I see now that I needn't have doubted the strength of your conviction. May I ask you a question? What do you now intend to do with the truth you have uncovered?
It actually can be duty finder now, it's just that no one queues it for some reason, since there's no reason to, and it's not in any roulettes, especially since the cutscenes are too long, yeah.
That this new god was responsible for setting Eorzea on the path to rebirth? Should such a tale become common knowledge, people would soon offer up their prayers in earnest. They would beseech Phoenix to complete the healing that was begun.
Yet as you and I know all too well, the very act of calling forth this savior would do more harm to the land than good. We cannot encourage such worship for this very reason. Were Grandfather forced to return as an ether-draining primal, it would undo all that he had worked to protect. Your abiding love for him was the key that unlocked the truth of the calamity. But keys may also serve to seal doors that were best left unopened.
That's the plot of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Let your love now guide your actions, and lock away deep inside the fate of both Grandfather and Bahamut.
By the way, I have mentioned this, but I did get Kingdom Hearts Indigo Masterpiece on Steam when it came out last week. Green Man Gaming was selling it for 45% off.
Fear not, Alphino. I understand what must be done.
At launch. So the whole Indigo Masterpiece is $100, so I got it for 55. That's like literally every Kingdom Hearts game currently like relevant, except Melody and Memory. So at some point, I will stream the whole series. The only Kingdom Hearts I've streamed was like the first half of 3, off the PS4 directly, which is was not a fun experience because I streamed that from my brother's room with like the PS4's like built-in mic on the controller. Was not good. I did not like doing that. Yeah, 2 cutscene compilations.
Know the truth for it to be saved.
I don't know how I feel about that.
The primal is banished to return no more. That is enough.
I've had that conversation the other day though, regarding like would I actually want to play 358 over 2 days and Recoded, because those are fun games. 358 over 2 days is a little repetitive, but Recoded is pretty fun. So I don't know. What I might do is I might show off the cutscene stuff on stream, and then just like do like maybe a stream of both games just to show them off. I may do a full playthrough of Recoded, just because Recoded is not a very long game to get to the credits in. Hey Mouse, how you doing? We just Una here just defeated Bahamut. 358 over 2 days was reworked as a novelization in the anthology. Yeah.
Let us make our way back to the surface. Poor Oriange must be beside himself with worry.
Both of the DS games were turned into cutscene novelizations in the newer collections. Dream Drop Distance is still in there, though, which is cool. I love Dream Drop Distance. That game was so fun. That was a full-ass Kingdom Hearts game on the 3DS. That was like, it blew my mind in 2013, excuse me. Actually, no, maybe it was 2012. I can't remember. I have the big collector's edition of that game. Of Dream Drop Distance. It's in like a huge box that has a carrying case, several art cards, I think a couple postcards, and something else. Can't remember. I thought there's an emo project to improve 358 on Melon emulator, make it a proper console-ish port. Ooh, that'd be interesting. The big issue with 358 over 2 is just it's very repetitive. That wouldn't be a fun game to stream in its entirety, just because there's so many missions that are just like the same thing over and over again. I would say the coolest thing to show off in it would be to show off the Peter Pan world, since it's very unique in that game, and it has infinite flight. Yeah, someone who's recently finished it, yeah, it's so slow. It's fun at the time, because it was the story stuff is so cool. Because it was designed to be a DS game. It was designed to be a game that you'd pick up, play for a few minutes, like when you have time, and then kind of put it down. It's not really made for a stream. Recoded, on the other hand, would probably be a pretty fun stream, if not a very crusty-looking one. I was to bring the tale of the 7th Umbral Calamity to a close. And here we are again. After that descent into darkness, the desolation of northern Danaland seems paradisal. As promised, I shan't reveal the truth of the Calamity to a single soul. However, the nations of Eorzea will require certain assurances that the threat of the new Primal is gone. Kept in the dark overlong, 'tis only a matter of time before they seek answers of their own accord. Let us recommend the fragments of Dalamud are sealed off, that the truth may rest undisturbed. But first we must go and report to Urianger. It would not do to keep him in suspense. I dare say we shall find him pacing up and down at the cerulean processing plant. Recoded goes by fast, and you love the level-up system, yeah. I love it. It's pretty much just... It's just... The world ends with you. But Kingdom Hearts. Like, it's very clear the same people worked on it. Because the level-up system works almost exactly the same as the level-up system in that game. Also, the whole, like, customization system in general in Recoded is very, like... kind of like FF10, FF12 reminiscent. So they very much kept to it. Kept to those, like, traditions and stuff. Ah, Warrior of Light returneth undimmed from the depths of the darkness. By thy triumphant bearing, I take it thou hast succeeded in thy mission, and yet thou art alone. Mistake me not, dear friend, full glad I am of thy safe return, but where pray our Master Alfino and Mistress Alice? Here, my friend, forgive our lateness. We took the scenic route. Bahamut is no more. The realm is safe. By the heavens, look at you! Neck. What horrors your young eyes must have seen! What suffering your young bodies must have borne! Pray tell me, where are you hurt? Your wounds must needs be cleansed and dressed at once. I shall make for you a poultice which draweth out... Be at ease, my friend. We are hale and whole, I assure you. We took a few tumbles, but the worst of our hurts are healed. I believe we have Grandfather to thank for that. Master Louisoix, then you met with them once more. But wherefore should Bahamut's thrall seek to ease your suffering? I promise to reveal all to you in due course, dear friend. But first is a matter which requires our immediate attention. Now that Bahamut is defeated, we deem it best to bar entry to all the fragments of Dalamud. To this end, we will convince the nation's leaders that the danger is past, and invite their cooperation in ensuring that the fragments are never again disturbed. Come, let us depart and seek an audience with them forthwith. A moment, sister. You need not burden yourself with this task. Urianger and I will more than suffice. Might you not take this opportunity to rest? The gods know you have earned it. But I am fine, brother. Besides, you have been through as much as I have. Oh, I see now. You would play your game of diplomacy and wish me out of the way. No, naught could be further from the truth, Alice. My lady, 'tis mine earnest belief that your brother hath your best interests at heart. Ye have more than done your part, and he desireth but to relieve you of a burden he might easily bear alone. I have some experience treating with dignitaries, you must allow, and as you never fail to remind me of my fondness for diplomacy, I feel it only right that I remind you of your aversion to it. Heh. Then it is settled. Lady Angers, pray make arrangements for a chocobo carriage. The ride should give us ample time to prepare our story. Alfino. Though our paths are different, we share the same goal, do we not? But of course, dear sister, that which we have just achieved stands together as a testament to that fact. Whatever path we choose to take, our hearts shall ever lead us to the same end. Of that I am certain. Thank you. My favorite screenshot of them is they're doing one of the dungeons later on where you could take NPCs in as party members, or like named characters in, and it's like the end, it's like after the duty complete screen, and it's Alice on the ground with 0 HP, and Alfino's just standing there, and there's a little text bubble above him that says, "Thank goodness no one was hurt." There's a place I would visit. Might I ask you to accompany me? But first, I do believe a change of garments is in order. It won't take a moment. I know, I change my clothes rapidly when I equip a new weapon. That's how it works in our world, apparently. Oh, my fingers are like cramped. Do my gay little Lalafell waddle. I do appreciate that they make their physiology different enough that, like, there's a justified reason for walking differently. It also, you know, keeps it nice and varied. Not everyone's gonna... The Lalafells are not just small humans. Or here. The landscape is the same. Of course, there is no reason that it would be otherwise. Though it would be poetic for the fragments to magically disappear, I am well aware that they shall remain long after you and I are gone. This world may change irrevocably, but life shall ever go on. Let us take a closer look, shall we? Just realized that entire outfit looks like it's made of leather that I'm wearing. I have no doubt that Alfino will do an admirable job concealing the truth of the calamity. And in such truths as were revealed in those dark depths will never see the light of day. Oh man, I almost didn't go on in FF6. Well, FF6, I think the main point of that post-Second World is the tenacity of life never gives up, you know? I think that's kind of the message the second part of FF6 was trying to tell. Was that really the second half? I would say it's more like the second, 40 to 35% at most. I think the game's already over halfway done when you get to the World of Ruin. I myself agreed that it must be so. You know why? Because most of the World of Ruin is optional. So it's really kind of hard to, judge the exact percentage. But the thought of the people of Eorzea shall forever remain ignorant of their savior, of your deeds. The injustice of it is almost too much for me to bear. I mean... Look, I already stopped the Empire at this point, and everyone already knows I'm a Warrior of Light, so it's like... I'm already pretty damn famous. It's really funny that she's saying that, considering you have to beat the game to get to this point. How typical of you, Shozai. Ever the hero. Even so, I cannot deny that I feel better for your reassurance. But I want you to know that I will never forget. You were the one who freed Grandfather's soul and saved Eorzea from Bahamut's wrath. No, it was the Makote. I kind of just stood there. And that those great deeds will never be remembered in song. Their consequences will be felt forevermore by every soul who calls this realm home. Yes, this spot will do. For Grandfather, Nail, and the dragons of Mericidia. For all those who were taken by the calamity. That ground texture kind of wiggled there when the camera pulled out. At long last, our struggle with Bahamut is over. The realm, given new life through the prayers and sacrifices of countless souls, may look to a brighter tomorrow. Take a screenshot of this. This might be the thumbnail. Actually, I don't know. This is kind of an empty thumbnail, like it's a cinematic shot, but maybe the cutscene will be a better... That just came before, it might be a better choice. Or I could always post the Louis Swa rocket as the thumbnail. You eat the flower, yeah. When the dust of our adventure is settled, I shall embark on a journey. I mean to find my own reason to fight for Eorzea. And when I do, I will fight with all my being. You've done so much for me, Shozai. One day I hope to be able to repay you in kind. I have no doubt that you will continue to help those in need, and grow ever stronger in doing so. I shall endeavor to do the same, and if the 12 are kind, I hope one day to become Eorzea's sword in the darkness, as you are. Come what may, you may rest assured that I will not be outdone by Alfino. Just thumbs up. When we next meet, I promise that I will not disappoint you. And then I make some dumb joke comment here about the white rose, wild rose or whatever. I'll say see you in 2 years. Till that day, fare you well, my friend, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Actually, it's closer to 3 years that she was gone from the story. Really? I guess with all the add-ons on the expansion. So when does she show up again? Like Stormblood? Or like End of Heaven's Ward? Alisay's Path. 5,000 gil. End of Heaven's Ward. Okay. Uncoiled. Cool. Whoa. That's a cool mount. Closer from 2 from this point, so this was 2.4. Where's my, Have you thought about Blue Mage? You get the poop spell. When can you get Blue Mage? I don't really... Okay. Alright. So, here's the deal. I want to wrap this up because I want to make sure Realm Reborn is done, like, story-wise before Dawn Trail comes out. Preferably, I'd like to, because we're on stream 29 of A Realm Reborn. I would like to wrap this up in one more stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start 2.5, like, right now. And then, I'm going to try to plan to do a long stream of this, like, next week. And just finish whatever's left of 2.5 and 2.55 in one go. Which could be, like, quite a few hours, actually. This may not be... Blue Mage is something you want to do on your own. Too slow for streaming. Okay. Yeah, we get the poop spell. Okay, I'll get the poop spell. Don't worry. Just not on stream. I'll let you know once I get the poop spell, and then I'll use it on you immediately. You'll know, trust me, you'll know when I have it. Do I want to know? To be honest, I don't even know. I'm being told there's a poop spell, and I absolutely 100% believe it. It's probably an... So, okay, Blue Mage, if you don't know how a Blue Mage works in Final Fantasy... what it does is when you get hit by certain enemy attacks, you learn them. Strago in FF6 is a Blue Mage. He gets the ability to copy enemy spells. And from what I'm assuming, there's a poop spell. Remember scroll lock. Wonder if I could map scroll lock to a well, what buttons am I not using on this controller? I mean, I'm technically... Wait, let me see something here. Okay, yeah, right-click in is look. In FF5, you could break the game with level spells. Oh, like level 5 Doom, level. Got all the text log for this mode. And treats dark forces to visit a terrible fate upon you. I should really get used to doing, like, mouse and controller. Because that's definitely the most ideal way to go through this quickly. I'm still focused on... Oh, I'm focused on delivery, Moogle. Okay, anyway, good intentions. I'm gonna move along because it's already late, because it's already 2:40, since I started over an hour late tonight. Again, it's a bummer, but, I mean, I did stream 3 times yesterday. I think we can let a late stream slide. I will be back tomorrow night for Paper Mario, again. We'll finish Chapter 6 and start Chapter 7. And do some extra stuff. Actually, I think I might be at the point where I probably can do the Pit of 100 Trials. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. There's someone here named Gundam Wing. That's a great... That's great. Good name. Wow. It's been a while since I've been here. I'm getting thrown off. Hugobert. We go in a white base. I know I have it. Where's...
We're jumping onto white base! Ah! We're jumping onto white base! Ah! Jumping onto white base!
That's the whole song. I've said that before, but that's the whole song on there. If I hit that button and don't touch anything else, it plays the full, like, 2.5-minute song. That's a sound effect I should be using more often.
No. Don't be rude, Toho.
I got a lot of good ones here.
Some nice friends you got there, Davis.
and Philly is considering which of her many responsibilities demands her utmost attention. So, okay, we're... Just so you know, the last, like, how many streams was it? If you want to check out the 1.0 cinemax, it's actually relevant here since it shows everything you're going to go to soon, but up to you if you want to see that now or later. Probably should have shown it to you before the stream. You mean the one you sent me the other day? The last 11 minutes, or something else? You mean, oh, you mean the opening? I've shown it off already. Like, I watched it a long time ago. I've shown off the basic opening and the Reborn opening. So it's been like, how many streams? I don't know at this point. Two Hildebrand, 2 Crystal Tower, 2 Bahamut. It's been like 6 streams. But we're finally getting back to the main story here. And hopefully finishing it up within the next, like, 2 streams at the most. 1.012, it's different from A Realm Reborn. Link it to me. If you want to check it out, the 1.0 is actually relevant here, since it shows off a thing you're going to go to soon. Okay. I'm most eager to address the Asian threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, Antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. We're not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason. True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we all have the resources we need to address them in turn. Shozai, in particular, is ever a steadying hand, who I trust will continue to support the Braves. Yeah, man, let's go to Atlanta. I love the Atlanta Braves. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Teleji Aladeji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Alfino acting like we didn't just go on an adventure, on a Bonnet killing adventure together. Well, to be fair, I think it's implied it's quite a few days later when we do that memorial service thing, so... At this point, he's probably already traveled everywhere. Plainly, General Raubon needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I'm to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. But Alfino, you don't have breasts. And so for the foreseeable future, I think it would be best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Like that bush that doesn't have anti-aliasing on in the background. That's a matter we've got to address soon. Monbritta's research is proceeding as planned. So she tells me, though I'm not familiar with the details. Odion is poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it's only a matter of time. Shozai, while we focus on this task, mayhap you could assist Alfino and his Braves with theirs? It would do much to restore faith in the Immortal Flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Seriously, abuse that power. We need to cut some deals here. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Oh, you mean like how we just killed Bahamut? Yeah, that was quite the big aid to your cause, right? Where's the other person that was with us? Are they in the Scions too? Because I feel like they should be. And now there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Riol's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'dah riots. I heard he's about to reveal the truth of the calamity. Oh wait, we can't let that get out. Oh shit. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. In other words, you're going to have a favor to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. With the Codec. That's what it sounds like when my friggin' soundstone or whatever it's called goes off. PNG tuber froze. Okay. Now might actually be a good time to click out of here. Wait, is this voiced? This might be voiced. No! Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take a break. Quick break. Shit. I'm gonna take a quick break here. Close this. Fuck you, Godot engine. Reload it. In the meantime, I'm gonna pull this up. Final Fantasy version 1.0 trailer. I will load this up. Oh god, it's 7 minutes long? Okay. If it's not super necessary right now, I will save it for like the end of the stream. And make time for it specifically. Okay, let me see if this thing refreshed. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm getting distracted by stuff I shouldn't be getting distracted by right now. Okay, how we looking here? You can't even read all the text while this one's on screen. Again, it's using this while the stream is going, while 14's going on is kind of rough. Because no matter how I have it set up, it's always going to interfere with something's always going to interfere with it. But we should be okay now. Pleasure as always, Shozai. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it. Actually, I had another task in mind for him. If you'd be so kind as to repeat your report for his benefit. Right then. Me and mine have been thinking about making inquiries into the source of the weapons that found their ways into refugee hands a ways back. So happens we caught wind of something promising. Rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by black marketeer holed up near High Bridge. I doubt this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer this transaction to remain a secret. Brings to mind a merchant what caught an arrow while talking to Shozai, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients haven't had the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods. Savvy? Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Shozai? This song's familiar. Wait, hold up. We've heard this song a bunch. It came up a bunch during the Hildebrand quests. And, like, a lot of quests. It's just kind of the, suspense theme. Basically, before the events of 1.0, there's a conflict between the Guardians and the Father of Dragons, Midgar Sormer. Took down their ship, the Agrius, getting killed in the process. The cinematic includes a flashback of that moment. Forget how much of this they actually say in game, so I may just be repeating what they're about to tell you. Okay. Then it is settled. Rendezvous with the captain. You know, but it's only now you really noticed it. Oh, okay. No, that's fair. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at Highbridge and intervene with them when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. Clued. Turn into a square, Clued. Ugh! Mark mental crisis cloud. I think it's safe to say once I finish a run Reborn, I'm probably letting my subscription lapse. I don't think I'm gonna even be playing it off stream for a while. I've just got way too much to do. Cocodrillo. Yeah, I've had that thing out for days now, for like 3 streams. Let's get another good one out. Baby. Babby. Also, apparently they didn't cut any quests at all from 2.5 to 2.55, so we'll get the whole around Reborn experience with this one. Oh, good. Speak with Reborn at High Bridge. That's in Denland. Just, That's why his old dog's not even in the center. It's just kind of like it looks like it's in the center, but there's more north. I've spent so little time up here compared to everywhere else in Dandalan. The tiny Nashi that shows up on the wind-up gentleman is idle. Oh, I didn't notice that. This is also the patch that included the gold saucer. Really? Oh, so it wasn't Realm Reborn. My brother told me it wasn't added till Heaven's Ward. God. Well, I guess that's why the story in this one is so short, because 2.5 is only 8 quests, then 2.55 is 18. Oh my god, that running animation! I didn't notice that before. When you go to get shredded cheese out of the fridge at 3 a.m. and you see the Duende running across the screen. Running across your kitchen floor. Wow, I warped back and it's still as much guild of warp there as it was by teleporting. You could trigger the mini animation on the minions if you poke them. Yeah, something like that. I know you could change the you could change the hand. You could change its position. In-game, it's implied that using an amirite teleport takes 3 minutes. 1 minute to cast it, and then 2 minutes to actually teleport. Actually, no. I only teleported a short distance. It's actually dependent on how far you go. Yeah, the Duende. Ah, Shozai. My scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It also seems he's hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath the man of your standing. Commander Levilor needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men have need of whatever loyal, able-bodied... Oh, there she is. And then she, comes out of his head. But powerful men ever have the need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, 'tis only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. Bait and switch. Gilbert is eager to bring a Black Marketeer with his clients to justice. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. First unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Shozai. Yeah! Bye. Yeah, I got the cool mount. The funny mount. Oh, are they in the cave? They're in the cave, aren't they? Yeah, they are. I knew it. Oh, my Black Mage brother! Thank you for everything you did for me. Nobody suspicious here, just a rhinoceros. I spy one man, but there's sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the Black Marketeer, unawares. Once you dispose of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Then let us be off. Good luck, my friend. Hired to hug. Ow! How do you do, fellow thug? Do you have the drugs for me, and the weapons? Who goes there? An adventurer? Damned fool, you should have never come here! That's a hostile presence. Oh no. Now I just smell fire. Yeah, if you have the music on, it does play the Fall Guys theme for that mount. Wow, this is so much easier than the last time a bunch of people ganged up on me. Remember the tunnel fight? Like, right at the beginning of the post-game? That, like, I got killed, like, 6 times in a row? I don't know why that fight was so much harder than everything else, like, before and after it. Where am I going? Why is the target, like, not here? Wondering if there's any mount you can get that has the new generic mount music they introduced in Endwalker, besides that they've been using the same generic mount music from Heaven's Word of Shadowbringers. Oh, really? Oh, okay, it's this way. It's In a Fate. That old theme was lame, so glad there's a new one. I haven't heard of generic ones yet, I don't think. I mean, I've just heard the ones that are, like, designated for each one. I don't understand. What's this all about? Ah! I could hear the generic one with the curl mount. Okay. Investigate the disturbance. Yep. Investigating. Investigating. Yep. This guy's definitely dead. Ilbert, who do you think did this? As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. Before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard, and to bring an inexperienced recruit. Mayor Levy Lure will be most disappointed. Damn it all, a golden opportunity wasted. As for the clients, though we know not how, they slipped past our perimeter. President the First is currently tracking a party of dusk-white sellswords. We suspect maybe them. Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the immortal flames of the brass blades. Alas, we're here to aid them. They're in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have to secure the weapons. And even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. Up. Oh no, just sound settings. Kinda don't like how there's 2 separate configurations, because I never know which one's which. Play music while mounted. Yeah, I forgot that if you stand still, it's muffled. So it's like muffled Fall Guys, and the beans, they're coming. I mean, I've heard Fat Chocobo before. That's the... It's the 4 theme. This is the FF6, or Terra's theme, right? Did you ever use your chroma? I did. This is my favorites list. I think Fat Black Chocobo, it's the same music, unfortunately. Well, it actually starts from the same point the other one cut out. Magitech Deathclaw, what's that one? This is the Heaven's War generic one. Okay. I love this mount. I love how it just holds you in midair. It's like holding me like a little bab. Okay, curl mount. And the Realm Reborn generic one too. Oh, okay. I never use this one. You prefer this one to the other one, the Heaven's Ward one? This one does sound nice. I kind of just turn them off though, because you're on and off the mount so often. It's like, why interrupt the music every time? That's pretty good. I know this plays like the Final Fantasy main theme. Ultimate mounts you get for extreme mounts play the title screen theme for that respective expansion. That's cool. Ilbert would like nothing more than to have his incident forgotten. You won't tell anyone about this, will you? We can sweep him into the fire there. No one will know. I'll join the first in their hunt for the Duskwhite Sellswords. The gods are good. We'll catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ul'dah in my stead. I trust them to Durd's Yu Hase. He'll take care of the rest.
I'd love to get my fingers around his...
Alright, let's go see Yu Hakusho. Happening down there? Oh, it's a fate. The only thing I could see myself doing off stream for the rest of this expansion is doing the Yokai Watch stuff, since I just haven't been participating in it at all. Mono Rump theme? Yeah. That's a really good way of putting it, Jess. Sadly, Mono Rump May is long gone. We should do Palace of the Dead together sometime. Yeah, sure. Here's the thing, though. Like, I'm probably not going to renew right now. I mean, it just renewed automatically, so I have, like, another month of playtime left. But I'm probably not going to try anytime soon. Maybe once you finished, Dawn Trail's MSQ, if I have, like, a free weekend, reach out to me and we'll do something. I don't know why I'm doing this. I have to go to, like, another completely different area. I have to go back to the steps of Nards. Oh, I still have to wait another minute for that. Okay, never mind. What's enable normal battle music? So if that's disabled, does that just mean it just plays the overworld music while I'm in battle? Hey, welcome back, Karma. Your Wi-Fi is stinky. I mean, that's not the only thing that's stinky. Did you see what you sent? Yes, I didn't get a good look at it. I'm going to take a good look after the stream's over. Pretty much, yeah. Okay. Where the hell am I, anyway? There's the clutch. Blackbrush Station. Oh, okay, so Ul'dah's, like, right there. Turn the battle music off, just turn it back on when you get to the new expansions. They have the new battle themes. I wouldn't bother. I'm not even gonna bother. I like hearing the battle theme. Especially, like what do I care? It's, like, right now, it's night. What do I care if the music's playing or not? There's no music otherwise. Is he actually in Ul'dah, or is he near Ul'dah? Oh no, he's in New Ul'dah, okay. You want to get a pool toy of those cactus from Final Fantasy? I have seen pool toy cactus. They do exist. For as confusing as this area is, it will never be as confusing as Limsa to me. Limsa is always the most confusing area to navigate. And then Gridania is just boring. I do like the aesthetic in Gridania, but it's like... it's forced. I will say, though, I'm looking forward to going to Ishgard. A change of scenery is always nice. It's pumpkin full of trees. I like the Black Shroud as an area. Gridania is just not really the most interesting of places. Shadowbringers Battle Theme is excellent, but it's also the expansion where I had to turn it off since it's been annoying having to start up over that excellent area themes that expansion has. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure with all the time I'm going to be spending there, it's not really going to matter much. Ah, Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend to the Crystal Braves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Kurthus. What brings you to us this day? Wooden box filled with contraband. Yeah, I just had that in my pocket. A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilbert, you say? Understood. Once you've cataloged the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Riol stated with confidence there'd be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood. Clearly Riol is unfamiliar with the ways of Ul'dah merchants, who ever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all. It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we've got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the cerulean processing plant. Now for the fourth to earn their keep, eh? Well, fight well, Elion. For the freedom of all. Have you seen what the Shroud map looked like in 1.0? No. Not yet. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the Immortal Flames will hear of your contribution. Until we meet again. Shozai, a word if it pleases ye. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time, don't you worry. Huh. I don't think that worked. It was just a disgusting maze. Ugh. Try doing the Manderville pose to it. I hate to say it, but he's too focused on the task at hand here. Thanks for indulging my request. Few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. Sending a map on Discord. If you want to trigger some minor trypophobia. Oh, I actually don't know if I want to see that, but you know what? I will. Oh, that doesn't bother me too much. But that does look disgusting. Why is it like that? What's in those spaces? Is that just like trees? Why is it designed like that? It looks like a giant like a fence grate, like a screen door almost. That's weird. Yep, walls of trees. Okay, I clicked on some other people's discords, and let's just say people are sending me very, very horny things when I shouldn't be getting horny. I'll get to the point. At the Burning Wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out. Well, there was a dead body, and I think the captain was responsible for it. And that's not quite how the First told it. Those Duskwights they were chasing. My latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw him yourself? Not before the fighting started and not after? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I could feel it in me bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, goddamn it. I know he purchased those weapons. Hillbird! Also had a West Shroud which didn't exist in a realm board. Oh wow. As if I've never deciphered a money lender's books or had to follow a transaction back to its source. There were plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. Commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the First and Third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I've got a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending me an ear. Right then, let's get back to it. After dealing with the Hildebrand quests, having some of these go like way quicker is much appreciated. Shozai, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come see me as soon as you're able. For my frugal little lady, anything. There was someone in the marketplace named Health Insurance. How come you can't just like look at their thing? Your rang, yeah. Is he expensive? I'm like very curious. I want to see what his card is. I wish you could just do that from chat. But just send tell, add a blacklist, or send friend request. I can't target him because I'm not in the same area anymore. But if he's online in this world, I should be able to find him. Yeah, there he is. You can't handle my strongest potions, Traveler. Level 90 Scholar. Alf Watch inform. He's an ultimate raider, and he's a mentor. Crafting, botany, mining. Company song. Location, Mordona. Wait, he's here. Oh, he must have warped here at some point. Oh, he's right there. That's weird. Well, he is expensive, yeah. Expensive and intimidating. Okay, yeah, we're already 3 quests in of 8 in this patch. Thank you for coming so quickly, Shozai. Got a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most determined lady by all indications. Rising Chorus. Our guest is with the antecedent in the solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we? Lucia. Hit the snoozer, smell you later, cuties. Alright, take care, Jess. I'll talk to you later.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you.
Oh, sweet. Spoken text. Wait. No. If I hit B, it's gonna do the thing. There we go. I don't think I can auto-advance from the controller.
I believe the two of you have met.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I
Leveilleur.
cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers.
Why triangle?
Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in
Am I frozen again? No, I'm not.
silver-tier skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Ariange has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Your senior adventure plate. It's the design you get for clearing the Bahamut raids. Either that or the ability to buy it from the gold saucer or something. Oh, interesting.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard Zorma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard Zorma. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept?
Yeah, sure.
We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Hell yeah. Death. Forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I would ensure you understand the nature of our destination. As Urianger stated, nah, hitting Y does nothing. What we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. Oh wait, no, triangle would be on top. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, it says right there. Again, I'm using an 8-bit controller, which has the Nintendo layout, so X is on the top instead of Y, but it's still mapped to X, to Y, in-game. That's why I use the PlayStation buttons, because otherwise if I use the Xbox ones, it's like, hit X, when it actually means to say hit Y. And I really wish they would have made like a third generic option to have the ABXY, instead of BAYX, is what I refer to the Xbox layout. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius von Balser attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory was a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgard Sormer, a legendary guardian of Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrias. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's cerulean engines failed and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing ether from mobs around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its center a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Amarek's wishes, our domain allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done and precious little time to do it. Tripping over my own tongue. Speak with Doman at the watch and wait, what? Oh, literally right, okay. It's literally just fly over there. Ah. I associate Peace Facsimile in the bar outside the Rising Stones yet? No, I hadn't. Whom's to visit? He's the Wandering Minstrel. Oh. I don't know which one is that. Oh, where you are. Okay. Oh, Keeper of Knowledge. Dawn may banish even the darkest night, yet ever shall primal desires burn. Two swords shall vie to lay them low, a blade born of light and a blade forged of might. Alas, man may entrust his fate unto but one. Truly, Archon Louiswa has a gift with words. Had circumstances been different, he would have been made a magnificent minstrel. Minister. Blech. Great singing. I don't... Well, it didn't rhyme, so I just kind of gave up on it. This is the... Where's my mount? What the heck? Oh, I was gonna say, what's going on here? Like how we got this character in game, and yet he actually plays a Lalafell girl. Yeah. I was aware of that. It's cloudy. You're in luck, sir. I was about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the Garleans. Anyway, the purpose of his character here is he's now how you unlock the extreme versions of fights and stuff. Their canon is that they're non-canon retellings by him. That's actually pretty clever. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castrom's Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. Castrom's supply lines have been cut for some time, and I wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. So it's true then. The Ishgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again. Well, from here that seems rather unlikely, but if it's insurances they want, you have no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage, and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. Sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrius, then climb to the top. No, fog hiding the cool side of the Agrius, yeah. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. Keeper of the Lake is now accessible. A duty. Oh, I mean, this is okay. This is like a. Can enter with the. I'm not the party leader. Thank you. Okay. Was still unrestricted. Oh. That would have been funny. Just three level 50s and a level 90 character plowing through this at the same time. Ah, finally! Dungeons where I could participate again. I'm the only, like, short guy here. I'm the only baby. Yep. I purposely made my Lalafell as short as possible too. He's quite literally the shortest height available. Codpiece Clipper. Wow, that's a name. They could have just named it the Dick Snipper. Hull Mix. Hulk Smash. Lower the volume just a couple ticks here because I feel like it's gotten a little too loud. barrier is no more. Having that percentage bar there is nice too. Gives you a much better look at who's doing what. Yeah, that alarm noise is pretty stanky. Oh, talking about that limit. There's our LB. I'm like, what? Our weight? Is that a mechanic? They meant our limit break. I'm not targeting it. This is weird. It's supposed to I set it so it's supposed to auto target. Why was it not letting me wreck that thing? Yeah, I'm just gonna pass on all this, honestly. dragons.
Who treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet?
Yeah, the objective is defeat, question mark. Yeah, it's like, who do you think?
Thou hast forgotten the face of thy lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
Ghost Dragon. Now should be weighted in the balances. Defeat the blah, blah, yeah. Defeat the blah. Yeah, kiss my spirit rise, join. Of course. Oh, what? There's so much ether. Let me guess. Defeat this thing before it hits 100, or we're fucked. purposeful damage reduction at the end there. Just so you can always see the percentage go below 1. That, or it's not actually, like, it's not actually 1%, it's more like 5%. I really like the Midgard Summer's theme. It really feels like a final boss to Reborn, despite not being the actual last fight. It was the final dungeon boss, at least. Oh, really? So there's like no other dungeons for the rest of this MSQ until the next game now. I'm sure the final solo duty will be something.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve. Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
I said speak. What are you doing?
Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn. Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive.
Fell asleep through the whole battle. Karma. That's fine.
7 children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution.
Revenge. Such a lust.
I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain.
You know, we fought both Bahamut and his dad in the same stream, yeah.
Is at an end. Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen.
Oh, you fucking cheater. I hate you.
Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent.
Cool, because, like, just throwing this out there, if you're free tonight.
Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
I say as I stab you to the chest with a lycran. Haha, just kidding. Wrecked. And this is when I enter a coma for 358 days, right? And now he plays my nobody. Oh, my crystals! Asshole! Your save file erased up all your progress. What's happening? Bro, my crystals. The hell, man? I'm sure when this first came out, this was like such a mind-blowing moment. Like, oh fuck, what happened? We're screwed.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker. Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine.
Can we wrap this up? I'm supposed to stop soon. I have 4 more quests I want to get through.
I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing. Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
The hell, man? You don't get to decide that shit for me. Oh, cute. An outfit just like that one was a lot of felt babby.
Binds me to thee.
It basically says hard baby bit, hard mode bitch.
I shall watch, listen, and wait.
Hey, Moth Maze.
Fight and struggle, if it be thy will.
I mean, the outfit I'm wearing is pretty much the best outfit I can get right now.
Hath ever coveted that which
It's the Tombstone outfit.
beyond his grasp. I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
You may now summon Midgard somewhere by selecting the corresponding entry within your minion guide under Character in the main menu. Ugh. Father of Dragons, Keeper of the Lake, Bane of the 14th Legion. While it's difficult to believe the Yonglong pup could be any of these things, he assures you his current form is only temporary, though it's a reconstruction of a new corporeal vessel. Midgard Sommer was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end, Minfilia. Okay. Like, what's the point of this? What'd you do to me? It's beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? Try becking on them, okay. But you shouldn't waste time talking to me. Alfino left a message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once. Huh. Okay. He just watches Big Scary Dragon Chibi fight himself. Yeah. So is that gonna have any noticeable effect on my like actual? It's a way for him to sit on your head. Oh. So is losing my Hydaelyn's blessing going to actually like, fuck me in some way here, or is it just aesthetic, like story aesthetic? In canon, yes. Gameplay, no. Okay. I'm going to make the assumption that you're just idle and he does it. Oh, okay. I'm going to make the assumption that it's not going to come up again. You don't have the blessing of light and echo anymore. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to assume that gets... Given that he said something about the dragon song, I'm assuming that's not coming up till the end of Heaven's Ward. Because I know the whole post-game of Heaven's Ward is called Dragon Song, so I'm assuming it's related to that. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfili informed me of Sir Amaric's request. You've completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it. Then I would hear your report. You conversed with Midgardsormr? I swear were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Main story of Heaven's Ward is the Dragon Song War. Ah, okay. We don't understand the Wormed Lord did not perish, but has ensued laying dormant the past 15 years. Less a resurrection and more a rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity. Years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Amaric immediately. However, do I dare not divulge your conversation with Midgardsormr in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Amaric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Is there something you're not telling us, Shozai? You seem different somehow. It's almost as if you're missing something. Something important. 12-4-10. Midgardsormr stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you alright? How do you feel? I see. It's a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. Couldn't Hydaelyn just be like, oh, we're not doing that. You're getting it back. And then just immediately give it back to me? It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgardsormr made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silver Tear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Althik and Nemea, Brother Time and Sister Fate, decreed that Midgardsormr watch over the source, from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Hydaelyn herself? Well, if he's watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you'll have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Needlessly. Oh, go away. Art thou a pawn or a master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Oh, cool. So he's going to be our annoying companion for the next, like... oh, I'm so sad. I just look so sad. Midgardsormr. Yeah. It's funny how the Midgardsormr in FF7 is killed so early on. It's like such a non-issue.
My friend,
One
I
is.
can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale.
I forgot there's one you could fight. It floats around in the water. I remember it now.
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation.
Baloney?
It is
Thank
our
you.
sole cause for gladness.
Story's so fruity, everyone speaks so free. They
Your
speak with
encounter
posh
the lake
accents.
served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Thank you.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
The Ishgarians have warned the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. From that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical words may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgarians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgard-Sormr who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such a time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance, and pray that our fears are unfounded. There's a message from Monbrita. Ere I forget, I believe Monbrita has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there's been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ossians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Oh, she's literally right here. I speak in watermelon? Come on. I speak in pineapple, or mango, or coconut. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ashians are next on the menu. Let's head into the solar, shall we?
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Mangos.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
So we just destroy the crystal and then they're dead.
The small matter of their extermination.
Oh, Dankred. Hey, man.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, We don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auricite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auricite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Laminsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land?
The crystals.
Aye, I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
All right, fellas, let's start charging.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say?
See the tents there?
If we could do that,
oh
we'd
yeah,
have
it's the old
ready
remnants
access
toll.
to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea.
Why don't you tape the ether stone thing together so it could be enough?
I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
I like that I couldn't fit that one word in that text box.
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged.
Ether scary thing about. Imagine if air could just explode. Yeah. Well, how many times now have we talked about, like, oh, we're going to do this teleport experiment, but it might kill you.
Their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end, they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant.
I mean, in theory, air had, you know...
Having
isn't
lost
oxygen
the Empire's
flammable?
support, the 14th
hydrogen?
Legion
It's
lacks the
hydrogen that's
resources
flammable.
to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight
oxygen
like
is not
desperate
flammable.
men.
Okay. No.
Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. God, could you imagine if oxygen was flammable? That means that if any fire caught, like ignited anywhere, that the whole Earth would just be fucked. It would just be a chain reaction. Every atom of oxygen in the air would go off one after another.
Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go.
Cool.
Besides, we can't
Murder
afford
is
to beat
okay.
about the bush. There's no telling when the Arsians will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you.
Inveigled? Yeah, I don't know. Never heard that word
Pray,
either.
join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papa Limo shall accompany you.
Papa Limo. Mamma mia, Papa Limo.
Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime, I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out
Oh,
the crystal
I forgot that's how her
so
name's
the testing
pronounced.
may commence as soon as the
Moonbreeder.
Garlean threat has been eliminated.
She likes big orbs. Big shiny orbs.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
Moonbreeder shoved one up my ass
Thank
and
you,
told me
Oriange.
to take it like a bitch.
Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you're able. Go well.
That's
be safe.
Why do you think it's the white etherite? Because Moonbreeder had Urianger charge it. Oh my god, this quest isn't over yet. I hate to say this, but there's no way. Ether inflation. 'Twould seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of the rest of recuperation. Though I wish it were otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. Both have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. I keep saying this, thinking that's Wilfred. Wilfred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of the forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. Oh god, another cutscene! Duties take you to Northern Dandaland, do they not? We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Flamine travels to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it's my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. Might be able to get a new PC in time for Dawn Trail. Well, that's good. And then you could work on more animations and stuff. 24-hour cutscene. No, but there's going to be... When I get to the end of 2.55, there's going to be like an hour and a half of cutscenes. So I'm going to prepare some popcorn for that one. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. How extraordinary my little Acilia has made involved in such far-reaching affairs. I'm proud that I might now stand by her side, not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger even for one so familiar with her streets. Woe betide the blackguard who so much as glares in her direction, my lady. Hope my hard drive works. All my project stuff is on that. Oh, I hope so. I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way, then? Wrong voice. That was Flamin's sort of voice. Yeah! Can we move along here? I gotta finish this quest and go to bed. So my plan was to finish this all in one more, like, decent length stream, but I don't know if I could get through the rest of the... Because counting what's left... Oh, we're not even... And we're still not even done with this. Counting what's left after this quest, there's 4 quests in this patch, and then 18 in the final patch. So that's probably more than, like, 3 to 4 hours of content. Especially with an hour and a half of cutscenes in one of the quests at the end. So I'm thinking this will probably be at least 2 more streams, which I kind of didn't want to do. Because we're up to part 29, I would have liked to end this on part 30. As just, like, a nice, solid part. But, like, if it's going to be, like, an 8-hour part, I don't want to do that. I may do an 8-hour stream and split it into 2 parts, but I'm not going to do a single, like, 8-hour chunk video to upload. I don't want to do that. So this is going to be at least 31 parts, which means this game is a Realm Reborn is officially going to be the longest game in terms of parts and in terms of time played, beating out even Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Scarlet. That's cute. Big Laporte head. Waiting for PC to hard reset and it's barely at 35%. Ooh. Commander Levilor sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we could handle the situation, mind you. Learned a trick or two since the disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task at hand. The Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Raubon's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing, getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein, and we might coordinate our counter-strategy. In the meantime, I'll inform the others that you've arrived. No doubt it'll be welcome tidings. At 1:20 a.m.? I mean, it's 4:20 where I am. It's 4:20 in the morning here. I'm on the East Coast. Ether on demand. Private Mazai, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we would consider a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. Civilian droughtsmen, as you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. That's a creepy-ass face. Oh god, and it follows your head movements, too. I had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices. Devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the Flame Station here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news of the latest movements of the Imperial Army. I would once again ask for your aid. Whew. Alright, I gotta stop because it's 4:20. Nice. So here's what I'll do. Tomorrow night, Paper Mario. I'm probably not gonna stream Friday. I probably will not be here Saturday either. Maybe I'll do a Sunday stream this week. I'm not sure. We'll try to get this done in 2 more streams. So next week, we should be seeing the end. I should be finally seeing the end of the road here, which is good because I only have till next Friday to get this done. What are you giving me? Magic Prism, Loporite Head. Oh, I have a couple of these like one-off items. I have a couple of like the seasonal celebration ones. That may be the thumb. If I didn't have so many other moments to make thumbnails out of, that might have been it. Thank you, Una. Thank you, Ayla. Ayla, Una. Ooh. Love that they just ignore the lighting. Yeah, they're just full bright. Complete full bright. Alright. Anyway, I didn't show the 1.0 cutscene either, so I'll start the next stream with doing that. But next week, maybe I will do a Sunday stream just because I want to get this done and I only have till the 28th. So next week, our Realm Reborn finally finishes. We'll do more Paper Mario, more of other such things, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't think I'm going to do anything special for my birthday. That's next week, but I'll probably be streaming, or maybe I won't. I don't know. Either way, come back next week for more streams. Or come back tomorrow, because I'm going to do Paper Mario. I don't know why I said next week. But if you want to watch more streams, check out my Twitch page. There are suggested streamers there. Thank you so much for the follows and all that fun stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a raid to Galaxy Magus, who's also playing 14. I think they just started. They're doing EX stuff. They're like at the end. Oh, they got people there. Okay, yeah. All right, I will go ahead and give them a raid. They're good people. I've seen them before. Actually, Ayla's met them before too. We all went to the same convention to get. We were all in the same convention room. Can't wait to finally be done with the Realm Reborn because wow, I forgot just how slow it is compared to Heaven's Ward. Yeah. I don't know when I'll eventually do Heaven's Ward, but I'll try to make it within like the next year or so. Anyway, take care, everyone. Stick around. Say hi to Galaxy Magus or Galaxy Magus. I actually don't know how to pronounce it. Take care. Have a great night. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
We're jumping onto White Base!